Kia ora everyone, Donnalouise here and thanks for popping by. In my recent unboxing shopping haul video, many of you commented that you were really excited to see me do this jigsaw puzzle. And I love it. I mean, I picked it because of the bright colors and I never knew there were blue mushrooms, or mushrooms that look like coral, in fact. But what I specifically did is I tried to buy new to me brands. So I bought this online and looking under brand names, this popped up as Wolfkamp in stone. And I thought, okay, I don't have a Wolfkamp in stone jigsaw puzzle. I'll get it. Love it. But then when I got the box and I actually look on the back, the brand that manufactured the jigsaw puzzle is Live Wires. So I went to Wolfkamp & Stone's website, and this is what it says. Wolfkamp & Stone are designers of New Zealand gifts, stationery, tableware, textiles, fashion accessories, and more. Our New Zealand artists are Waiheke Island-based Tanya Wolfkamp and remote contributor Henry Stone. So from what I understand then is that they're artists, they create artwork, and then they go to like third-party companies to make their products. They had like tea towels and mugs and jigsaw puzzles. So the actual brand is Live Wire, not Wolfkamp & Stone. Wolfkamp & Stone is the artist brand. And in fact, it was Tanya Wolfkamp that designed this jigsaw puzzle. And the reason why I was a little annoyed, because when shopping online, you don't get to see the full box, is that I already had a Live Wire jigsaw puzzle. This one here called Community Spirit from the artist Abby Merson. Now this one was gifted to me from Lance of Puzzles NZ, so thank you so much, Lance. But I ended up with two puzzles from the same brand, and I didn't realize that. So I decided out of the two jigsaw puzzles, I would make a full video on this one. The Community Spirit one I've had for a while, and sometimes a puzzle just, I don't know, doesn't speak to me. I gotta wait till it speaks to me till I'm ready to do it. I might keep it in my pile of to-do puzzles, maybe just do it for fun, take photos, put up a post, but I do really appreciate Lance from Puzzles NZ for sending this to me. From what I understand, Abby Merson is another artist, does their artwork, and then commissioned Live Wire to create the jigsaw puzzle for them. So thank you so much, Lance, for sending me that, but I didn't realize they were from the same brand, Live Wires. So the jigsaw puzzle in question, this one right here, circle jigsaw puzzle, 1,000 pieces, called New Zealand Fungi. And it is Tanya Wolfkamp, the half of Wolfkamp & Stone, that designed it. I'm very curious to see if the pieces will be wonky donkey or more traditional. What I love on the back of the box here, not only does it have another image of the full puzzle, but it actually details and names all the different mushrooms. So during the voiceover, I'm going to talk about a few of the mushrooms, and I have their names, and I'll also read you a bit of information that's on the bottom part of the box there. This is from 2024, so it's a newer jigsaw puzzle. I paid $34.95 for this jigsaw puzzle, New Zealand dollars, and that's a really good price for a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle here in New Zealand. And I have to give a big thank you to Peace Relax for sponsoring this video and the channel, enabling me to go out and buy all those puzzles. I really do appreciate them. They have a unique collection of puzzles. I don't think they have any with mushrooms on them, like specifically like a lot of mushrooms. Not that pop into the top of my head anyway. But I'll leave their details in the description below. Go check them out. I really appreciate all their support. For now though, let me bring in the camera closer. We'll open the box, we'll see what's inside, and then during the time lapse, we'll talk about all these mushrooms. Well, not all of them, but definitely the blue ones, because those intrigue me so much. So enjoy. So here's the box, and I think I love it. I've been sitting here deciding how to build this jigsaw puzzle, and I might do a build as I sort. I don't think it's busy enough to do a pick and place, and I think some stuff will be tricky, but I'm gonna pull out pieces, try to build some stuff as I go, and then sort out pieces until I have enough to actually do some building. Some things are like transition lines. There's a lot of transition lines because of the black with the mushrooms, but look at this red and black transition line there. That'll be nice. So I'm gonna do some sorting, some building. I think it'll be fun. The box is a good size. It says the puzzle has a diameter of 68 centimeters, so I hope it fits nicely on my board. Now, if we just flip it over, there's 2 stickies on the back here. Normally, I would cut them, but Allison has taught me to try to just to remove them, because then she reuses them to reseal the plastic bag inside if possible. So I'm gonna just stick that on the side of my table and see if I can actually reuse the stickers later. Although I don't mind putting the pieces in a resealable bag, but that's a good use of those. On the back of the box, what I really like, you see another image of the puzzle, and all the mushrooms are listed, and there's 30 of them. 30 mushrooms. So let's have a look at the pieces inside. Oh, here we go. Oh, they look nice, pretty thick. So just a regular plastic bag, not resealable. So let me try to open it without causing too much damage. I should have a pair of scissors. This isn't my first rodeo, people. You think I'd be prepared. Oh, look, I split the bag open. Okay, well, it'll be a resealable bag after all. So let's have a look at the pieces here. Oh, these are not, well, it's a circle puzzle. So of course there are going to be some with some wonky donkey cuts. It looks like a nice, maybe slightly satiny finish, but not shiny. The colors look like that blue is popping really nicely. And a good variety of piece shapes. There's a border piece. I'm assuming that's a border piece. I could pull out a bunch of border pieces, but look, we got like, 4-prong piece. Oh, wonky donkey pieces too, because it is a circle. This looks nice. These pieces look pretty good and sturdy. Ooh, the colors look vibrant. Oh, look, this is, you see, like, I can grab a bunch of these pieces for this mushroom right here, but I have a feeling I'll have to, oh, well, those two go together, but I have a feeling I'd have to like sort out a few more before I could actually build that whole mushroom. Which one is this one? Oh, that's the orangey yellow. So I might be able to pick in place quite a bit, and then also, you know, try to build as I sort. No, yeah, but that goes with that. The colors look nice, the pieces look nice. It'll be interesting to see how the fit goes. Because it's a circle puzzle, like look at this piece here. On 2 sides, it won't be fully interlocking. So, you know, that'll be interesting, but I understand the reason why with a circle puzzle, the cut is always a bit different. But some of these colors are just gorgeous. Oh, I love this color right here. Oh, I hope the color comes across nicely on camera. If not, like, wow, this is really nice. Really quite lovely. Where does this one even go? I guess it's, oh, up there, up there. Oh, I'm so happy, people. That's that mushroom right there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick out pieces and try to build as I go, but also I think I'm gonna have to sort stuff out as well. On these pieces of this mushroom here, lovely, maybe a little sheen, a little satiny finish, but not bad. I have all my lights on and nothing seems to be, you know, bothering me, like, at all. I wonder if there's false fits, or it'll be interesting to see how well the puzzle stays together. I'll have to report back on the piece cut and stuff afterwards, but for now, it looks slight satiny finish, nice colors, wonky donkey shapes, good variety of shapes, but I'll have to report back on the whole puzzling experience in a bit. But it's, the pieces are a good size. I'm happy already, and I haven't even done anything yet. I think it'll be fun. I think this is going to be lots of fun. So yeah, I'm going to do a combination of sorting and building as I sort. I'm in no rush. I want to enjoy this. And during the voiceover, oh, it's on the bottom of the box, we'll talk about the various mushrooms depicted on the jigsaw puzzle. But so far, like, just the colors make me happy. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, everyone, let's get to building. This is what's written on the back of the box. In her Waiheke Island studio, Tanya Wolfkamp works in a variety of media, from painting and digital collage to printmaking and drawing by hand. Indebted to the work of mycologists and photographers like Shirley Kerr, her latest creations are detailed pen drawings of New Zealand fungi, with names like Velvet Earth Star, Black Tooth, and Blue-Eyed Helmet evoking mystery and enchantment. Tanya hopes Kiwi puzzlers will be captivated by their spellbinding shapes and colors. Now there are 4 blue mushrooms depicted, and I want to talk about each one of them because they're just so blue and vibrant. Now I know I'm going to butcher these names. There's scientific names and English names and some Maori names, so I just blanket apology for the mispronunciations. The first mushroom, Entoloma hachtetiri, also known as the blue pink gill, sky blue mushroom, or other similar names, is a species of mushroom that is native to New Zealand. The small mushroom is a distinctive all-blue color, while the gills have a slight reddish tint from the spores. The blue coloring of the fruit body is due to azuline pigments. Whether Ontoloma hachtetiri is poisonous or not is unknown. This species was one of 6 native fungi featured in a set of fungal stamps issued in New Zealand in 2002. It is also featured on the New Zealand $50 note. I did not know that. I don't often have, or have never had $50 bills, I guess, in my wallet. This makes it the only banknote in the world which features a mushroom on it. Unless there's a new banknote that has appeared in the last little while, I guess this is the only banknote in the world that features a mushroom on it. And in a 2018 poll, this mushroom was ranked first by Manaaki Whenua Landcare Research for its pick as New Zealand's national fungus. Now, the Maori name for the mushroom is Were Were Kokaku, Kokeko. Were Were Kokeku, because its color is similar to the blue wattle of the kokeku bird. I'm probably mispronouncing the name of that bird. Interesting, very interesting. The next mushroom is the Mycena interrupta, or blue-eyed helmet, commonly known as the pixie's parasol. Oh, that's a cute name. It's a species of mushroom that has a Gondwanan distribution pattern, and it's found in Australia, New Zealand, New Caledonia, and Chile. The caps of this mushroom range from 0.8 to 2 centimeters, so not that big, but they have a brilliant cyan blue color. They are globose when emergent and then develop a broad convex shape as they mature, with the center of the cap slightly depressed. The caps are often sticky and appear slimy looking, particularly in moist weather. The gills are white and adnexed with blue margins. The spores are white, smooth, and ellipsoid. Unlike some other Mycena species, this one is not bioluminescent, and they are considered poisonous, as most of the Mycena species are. I would just do a blanket caveat here to cover my butt. Consider all these mushrooms poisonous, and please don't eat any of them if you find them in nature. The next one is the Clavogaster virescens. A blue pouch fungus is a species of sequoidioid or pouch-like fungus in the family of the Strophareaceae. Oh my goodness. La 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 la. It is endemic and indigenous to New Zealand, where it grows on rotting wood, in native bush and mixed native or introduced forest. It has a stout yellowish stem and a powder blue, purplish or greenish blue cap that forms the pouch, often referred to as a peridium, enclosing reddish brown or orange chambered gleba. The species is sometimes known as the spindle pouch. Okay, I tried to look up information on the 4th blue mushroom. It's called the Chlorociboria halanota, but I really couldn't find any information on it. It's just part of the family of what's considered cup fungi, and it occurs only in the southern hemisphere, including like Chile, New Zealand, Australia. But let's just assume it's poisonous. I really couldn't find anything of interest to mention about that one, but it's the fourth blue one here that I'm showing from the puzzle. Then we have the Amanita mascara or scarlet fly cap, commonly known as the fly agaric or fly amanita. And it's a large white-gilled, white-spotted, and usually red mushroom. Despite its easily distinguishable features, this is a fungus with several known variations or subspecies. These subspecies are slightly different, some having yellow or white caps, but all are usually called fly agarics, most often recognizable by their notable white spots. Now, recent DNA fungi research. Now, DNA research on fungus, on mushrooms, that's hilarious. I love it. Has shown that some mushrooms called fly agaric are in fact unique species. For example, there's a peach colored fly agaric that is his own unique species. Interesting. Now, it's native throughout the temperate and boreal regions of the northern hemisphere. It has been unintentionally introduced to many countries in the southern hemisphere and is now a true cosmopolitan species. It associates with various deciduous and coniferous trees. Now, although poisonous, death due to poisoning from this mushroom is rare, but it is poisonous. Definitely do not eat. So normally I really enjoy moving the puzzle, bringing it in here and having it on the table for full display. And this puzzle did not cooperate with me. Now, I really enjoyed the puzzle, love the colors. It is wonky donkey cut and there's a lot of non-fully interlocking pieces, which that's what made it so difficult. I couldn't lift it, moved it. I tried sliding it onto a board and it all fell apart, it caught. So sadly, you can see some things are still partially assembled, but I just couldn't keep it all together. I swear, you see the video, I did complete it. I hope I got enough photos. Oh, I always need to remember to take enough photos before I try moving the puzzle. Oh, that'll break my heart if I don't have enough photos. But anyway, I loved it. It's like a little satiny sheen to it. It's not high gloss, not fully matte. Really enjoyed the interior of the puzzle, the colors, everything nice and popped. However, I mean, I knew it was going to be difficult to move, but I didn't realize it was going to be this difficult. It all fell apart. It all just crumbled. And I really tried. Of course, maybe if I had someone else helping me move it, it would be easier. But even just sliding it, the pieces were like buckling under one another, just because there's so many like non-fully interlocking pieces. That being said, you will have noticed during the time lapse that I had to move the jigsaw puzzle. I started building it on my board. And it clearly said right there, 68 centimeters. And I thought my board was big enough. It was 4 centimeters short. So I had to like move everything off the board. And just doing small sections at a time, I had like a piece of heavy cardstock and I was able to slide it underneath small sections and move it, as you can see in the time lapse. But I was nowhere near successful moving the entire jigsaw puzzle. Now, there is just one comment, one issue, and it's funny, of all the pieces that fell, this one stayed on the table back there. So basically, I didn't have any issues with false fits in the main part of the jigsaw puzzle because it's very busy, lots going on, and believe it or not, there were, I don't even know if there were a dozen solid color black pieces, but they were all very different shaped. However, the border with quite a bit of solid color black pieces, I couldn't fix. I couldn't do. The pieces were too similarly cut. the prongs were too similarly cut. And so when it came to solid black pieces, I think even in the time lapse, I'll leave it in. It may not look like a long time for you, but my head, like I'm actually doing a perfect top-down view, scanning the pieces, trying to see, and I'm like, oh, maybe that doesn't quite fit there. There's like a millimeter gap, because the last piece I tried to put in the border didn't fit. It wouldn't fit. And so I kept moving pieces around, and I'd take out 2 pieces here, I'd shift them there, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, that fits better, that's where they go. But then still my last piece wouldn't fit. And eventually I split this prong from trying and pulling and peeling so much. It was very annoying. So with that in mind, I have a concern. I worry about the Community Spirit jigsaw puzzle. It's the same brand. This at least had like a lot of wonky donkey shapes and pieces and colors, but this, look at this border, all very similarly colored, chunks of like very similar colors. And looking at the pieces, these are standard cut pieces, not wonky donkey shapes. And the prongs look very similar to those prong cuts. And I worry that this would frustrate me, that it would get a lot of false fits. Because like I should take a photo. Can you see that? All those blues, like look at all those blues jumping out at you. I have a feeling, of course I haven't done the puzzle, I just have a feeling and a concern that there'll be a lot of false fits. I'll end up breaking a lot of prongs, like the border will be a disaster to do. There's a lot of solid color areas, a lot of similar patterns, and it'll just be, ugh. I could not complete the border on this. I know it was wrong. I could tell because the last piece wouldn't fit. And the more I looked, the more I shift pieces around, I still couldn't end up with a correct solution. And there weren't that many solid black border pieces. So, although I enjoyed the overall experience, I would not want to do or buy a puzzle from them that had large expanse of solid colors or repeat patterns. And for example, like this border, I think it would be impossible. Like, I don't know how much time I spent on this border and it was still not correct. I had to stop. I'm like, no, there's no point. I'm never gonna get it correct. I hope you enjoyed this video. I did really enjoy the center part of the jigsaw puzzle and the colors and learning all about the New Zealand mushrooms. If you enjoyed the time lapse and the voiceover, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate Peace Relax, their support, and being our channel sponsor this year. I'm approaching 50,000 subscribers, and that just blows my mind. It'll still be a few months off, but I'm trying to think of some sort of celebratory video to do. So if you have any suggestions, anything in mind, leave your comments below. And I thank you all so much for being here with me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, ciao!